I wasn't going to film today. It's a bit grey, not warm. Ooh, lovely butterfly. Red Admiral. But then I looked at the list of topics that I had written down, and today was don't romanticize somebody else's life. And I just needed to come out and film it. I've got a nice story. Maybe I'll start with that. We can you know when you watch a TV series or a film you like and you have that feeling of sort of nostalgia, that warm fuzzy feeling that you get that makes you feel good from watching I like watching Friends in the winter, and that feeling when you put Friends on in the evening and it's like a comforting sort of feeling, and you'll have your own show that induces that feeling. But we can have a feeling that's like that, but even better from living our own lives and realizing that we are the character in the most amazing performance, which is our actual lives, not something on a screen, not something we're watching. And I had this realization. I was sat on a park bench in Hyde Park watching two people walk past with a big smile on their face really early in the morning, and the geese were all there. The geese just flew off, and then I looked over and these people had a big smile on their face walking past, and I thought to myself, we are the main character of our lives. It's so easy to realize that, or it's so easy to forget that we can live moment to moment the most joyful, incredible, beautiful lives. But sometimes it's easier to just sit back, chill out, watch something on TV, absorb our mind in something other than our own lives. But actually, here is where it is. Here is where it begins. Here is where it ends. It's with us. So don't romanticize somebody else's life or something on TV. You know, you might be watching a scene from a film, man and woman driving a sports car, laughing to each other. I'm just using this as an analogy because it was from a film I watched recently. I can't remember what film. And it's easy to look at that and think, oh, that's so nice. But I guarantee you've got moments like that all the time going on in your life that you're losing out on because you're not fully there. You're not absorbing yourself in the moment. If you had a film crew following you around and you could watch it back, you'd be thinking to yourself, wow, that was a lovely time I had doing whatever it may be then. But at the time, we're not there. We're in the past, we're in the future. We're worrying about things. Like I always say, we're dwelling on things from the past and we're worrying about what might happen in the future. And that means that we're not living in the present moment. We're not fully absorbed in the now. We're not living life to the fullest. When we're not in the present moment, we're somewhere else. Our thoughts are scattered here, there and everywhere. You might be worrying what's going on in the news. You haven't phoned this person back. What are you going to have for lunch later on? Did you fill up the car with petrol? Whatever it might be. But when we're fully in the moment, we can connect with the joy that is all around and realize that we are the main character. Make it a joyful, incredible movie that is your life. And that doesn't mean it needs to be grand, or it just needs to be fully lived in the present moment, realizing that you are enough. We're all enough, exactly how we are. It's easy to romanticize somebody else's life because we're looking at it from our own perspective. And somebody, well, I'm sure many people would look at your life and romanticize it. It's like the expression, the grass is always greener. And you can always find something. It's like we talk to ourselves in such a negative way. We'd never talk to our friends or our parents or our brothers and sisters like that. Well, maybe your brothers and sisters, you'd talk a bit of shit, but we spend most of the time in our own heads, treating ourselves badly. We wouldn't speak to a friend like that. If you're coming to it for advice and you do something wrong and you're in your head and you're like, you idiot, I shouldn't have done that. Don't treat yourself like this. If you wouldn't speak to a good friend like that, don't do it to yourself. Treat yourself with more kindness, more compassion, more love, and realize that we are the main character of the most amazing movie that will ever exist. Think about that for a second. And connect with that sense of awe and beauty and joy that is your life. Because when you tune into it, it keeps coming. It just keeps coming, and you realize how good life can get. It's actually lovely out here today. I'll leave this one here. I just saw the topic and I thought I needed to speak upon that, because it's such an important topic. So easy to romanticize somebody else's life and neglect your own, but realize that your own is beautiful, magnificent, incredible, full of miracles. Until the next time, love you.